Of power and authority, but then also for anyone visiting, for ambassadors and for other kings and other rulers. So it gives a really magnificent image of it's politics basically. That had nowhere to go, so lucky them. And then the King's Church attached to the other side. Yeah, and a beautiful French garden. So now it's a military museum, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And there's palaces and mansions. They're owned by one person or one company, and then they're leased out for the most part as apartments. So most of the floors are divided into several apartments. Sometimes the World Fair. Has anyone? No, I don't actually know about that one. You can tell me about that later. The World Expo. There have been a few in the United States. There have been 2 in Canada. Expo 86, Expo 67. They always call it Expo, and then they put the 2 digits of the. Can anyone think of one in the United States?
New Orleans.
New Orleans. What year?
84.
Okay, so I guess it was called Expo 84. Expo 84 is what it's called. Countries from all over the world to put up pavilions. There's a theme each year, and so they put up a pavilion and then they show off what they can about this theme. So it might be scientific innovation or inventions or electricity or anything like that. And so the first one was in 1855 in London, and then there are a few in Paris and London, Paris, London, and then it kind of spread out throughout the world. So things that we use right now on a regular basis, things that some of you are using at the moment.
The stoplight.
The stoplight. The stoplight. So
Traffic light.
yeah, that came a little bit later, but yeah. So stoplights, traffic lights. What else?
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste. So there are some people using it right now. It's
Beautiful.
on the bridge. They'll have a really nice view of the events on the river.
Oh, because those bleachers are new?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just for-
That's
Yeah,
for that's
the-
just for the Olympics.
The bleachers, anywhere you see bleachers, it's only for the Olympics.
So Sandra, do they have river?
Well, they do. They have, international fashion boutiques. Quite a few boutiques. Here's another look at the flame.
But she took them to
We've kind of
another
come
level.
around in a circle. Urges with the gardens, and everything is influenced by ancient Greek and Roman. So I don't know if you've ever been to ancient Greece or Rome. The columns come from Greek architecture and Roman architecture, and we see them all over the place, even in the United States. So if you think of New York, and the columns everywhere. Columns are ancient Greek and Roman, and we still use them in our architecture today. And the Capitol Hill in Washington, that's actually inspired by a French monument, which though is entirely ancient Greek and Roman. So these old architectural styles, they're kind of all over the place. These buildings that look like this, you see them everywhere in Paris, especially in the city center. Well, I mean exclusively in the city center. Those are iron balconies, and then at the top they've got gray roofs made of slate. So that's built in the and very densely populated. But if you go to the rest of France, then yes, people live in houses. If you go outside, so it's a really interesting concept, and I've never seen this in any other country I've ever lived in or been to. In France, there's Paris, and then the rest of the country. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, Atlanta.
People will say, so do you live in Paris? The word for the rest of the country, the word is province.
The Provence.
So if you don't live in Paris, it means you're provincial because you live in the province. So yeah, there's like there are 2 categories of. And then of course, if you're from Paris, well, you're a little bit snobby. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. So he went around twice and.
It's buried under here, right?
Plaque there to Charles de Gaulle, who was really, really important for the Second World War. carefully and repeat after me. Champ. Li. Zé. Champ. Zé. Li. Zé. All together. Listen carefully. Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées. Right now.
Again. Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées.
Very good. So there's a silent M, P, and S. The 1850s, but it was placed right on the spot where the guillotine used to be.
Oh my goodness, they used to do it right in the middle of the cell.
Yeah, right in the middle of the square. So so the executions were a public event. It was open to the public and they were really popular as well. And so after Marie Antoinette was beheaded, they would have lifted her head from the hair and they would have shown it to the people and people would have cheered.
Wow. Random places.
Here we are. Here on the Concorde, you can see the bleachers they've got up for the Olympics. So this whole area will be closed to traffic. This will be pedestrian only. Yeah, they're doing them outside. They're doing everything. They hope they're in Paris, but of course, rain is always possible in Paris. Here on the left, so here you've got this hotel with the French flag. It's called the Hôtel de Crillon. This is where Michael Jackson hung his newborn baby out the window. And then just to the left of that is the American Embassy. You can see it. Right there's the American flag.
Yep.
So yeah, there it is. Coming close to the Opera House. And one of the first, this is Boulevard des Capucines. This is where they showed the first move, and it was footage of a train. And people were so terrified when they saw it, they thought a train was actually coming towards them. So everyone ran screaming from the theater because you see how it was moving. So here's the opera. Yeah, so
it's under repair.
It's under a scaffold. It's quite a shame. So what they used to do, can you see on the left and the right, you've got a photograph of the actual building on the scaffold, and then in the middle we've got the Chanel advertisement. They used to do the whole scaffold as if it was the building, which was so nice, and then now they've caught on that they can make a lot of money with ads.
And what's
1630s, and there's a famous playwright called Molière, who's kind of like Shakespeare for France, like France's response to Shakespeare. And so he worked here, and he did a lot of his plays here. And these are some of the world's most famous plays. Like, for example, I don't know if you've heard of Cyrano de Bergerac. Is a really famous one. Has anyone heard of Gérard Depardieu?
Yeah.
The famous French, and he does kind of strange. He does really strange projects now, but he was architecture or Haussmannian buildings.
Oh,
This is actually a government. A series that I really love being themselves in the series, and so it's quite good. It's good. And then pastry is like little desserts. Again, if you don't feel like leaving the bus, you're welcome to stay on the bus.
they're citrusy or aromatic. And they're also very volatile. Usually they can last up to 2 hours on the skin. Then we have the heart notes. As the name says, it gives the heart of the perfume, the theme of the perfume. And they use perfume for religious reasons. So they used to have solid perfumes like the ones here, but they used to burn inside those little pots. And then while the smoke was going, and it leaves through the smoke. Were used as medicine, as a protection. It was also solid like before. Generous. And they could have 15 of them at the same time, on the face and on the body. And it was also like a Facebook status for them during the ballet. So for example, if you put here you're married, and then here you're single, and then here that there's one who's asking, and then you could have 15 of them at the same time, right? So. It's a ring, you put the perfume on the bottom, and then you walk like while you're diffusing perfume. And then of course still. Here we also have Alice Schiaparelli, an Italian stylist. Then we have perfume as an artist. So here we have a Salvador Dali, the one with the beautiful mustache. And perfumers and crystal makers like Baccarat, also Dali. So here we have our signature that we created in 1946, and it has been our bestseller since then. We're going to smell it.
also, too, they had another famous gentleman who spent some time here. And can anybody tell me who that is on the painting right there? Thomas Jefferson? No?
Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah. So he spent many years. It's like kind of like a turret. That's part of the Philippe Auguste wall. So this wall was built in the 10th century, and it surrounded it actually divided this area and the other area, and it goes up to the Malais district on the other side of the river. So it was like a fortification for the city. So you see those vestiges around Paris. And I was parking underground. My friend, we were parking underground just over here one day, and we get out of the car.
Thank you.
Bye.